Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again, State your name, been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming, coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action, I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch, I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell him, most Cialis flawless. Broken whips as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's in since she isn't gorgeous? Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest, do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, I came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches. Coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10, 10, 10, coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again, State your name, been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming, coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action, I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch, I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell him, most Cialis flawless. Broken whips as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's in since she isn't gorgeous? Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest, do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, I came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches. Coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, flex, I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10, 10, 10,
What's good? What's good?
Yo, what up, family?
Oh man, I'm good, man.
How y'all doing this afternoon?
Oh man, I'm extremely blessed, man. I'm extremely blessed. Outside of the fact that my contractor running late, man, you know, I'm trying to get these houses off of my books, man. But other than that, I'm blessed, man.
You know what's crazy about that? I
What's
just
that?
posted on Instagram about me and my contractor work. If you'd have hired us, that would have been done a long time.
Exactly. I need me a Oneil in Houston, man.
Hey,
How
man.
can I get an Oneil in Houston, man?
I'll be there enough. I might as well make me a team, man.
Yeah, man. All I need is somebody who do the basics, like pick up the phone and say they gonna be there or not gonna be there. And they honor both, either one.
It's all about good communication.
That's it, man. That's it, man. You know, But other than that, man, I'm blessed, man, and excited to talk about
Chicago,
today's
Brian?
topic.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you good.
All right, man. I
I
don't
see
know
that
how I
crisp
got
ass
muted,
line.
man. I'll try to be like you, man. Chicago is good, man. Good weather, man. Can't complain. You know what I'm saying? I'm still coming off this high, man, from the BOB live.
Hey, that part, man. Where the listeners coming in from, man? That's what I want to know. Where y'all representing, man? And how many folk was at the BOB live? Because that's what we're gonna be talking about. Some of the major takeaways and recaps from the event. I think this is gonna be a very informative little situation because we really gonna be digging deep on the actual gems that we was able to take away from the event and the things that we feel like we're gonna be able to immediately implement in our businesses moving forward. So I'm excited about today's topic. So tell me this, real quick, Oneil, it's on you. What you feel like was one of the major takeaways from this last weekend, and what do you feel like you're gonna be able to implement, whether that be from a networking standpoint, business standpoint, or money standpoint? What you think about that?
The number one takeaway was, well, the most crazy part was, man, I got there like 8:20. It was packed already. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't show up on the CPT time, color people time. People was there early, man. So people was very excited to get the education. Man, it was packed. You know, it was like, 360 people there, 370.
Yeah.
You know, that's what surprised me, that inspired me, because it's not often that you get that many, black people in a room ready to educate themselves. It was no drama, no fights, no arguing. Man, it was just a beautiful time. So yeah, that was amazing to me. And also seeing people, you hear their voices. You've been hearing their voices for 6-7 months, but you can never see them in person. You know, somebody that sound like they tall, really like 5'2". So that's kind of weird. Somebody you think that's taller, that's kind of short, kind of tall, kind of big. You know what I'm saying? So that was the beginning of BOB Live. But man, I had multifamily with Vina. That was inspiring. She owned $500 million in real estate, man. So that made me like, damn, I need to get on my shit. I ain't doing enough.
Hey.
Of course, TJ always drop fire.
Absolutely.
Byron was dropping the fire. He was clean as a goddamn whistle. He was the cleanest one in the building, man. I can't wait. We should have got him a trophy, man. We should have got him a trophy.
For real, man. Best dress trophy, man. Best dress.
He was talking about, man.
He had that Steve Harvey joint on.
But yeah, man.
Shout out to Taylor, man. Shout out my Taylor Wale.
Man. I just really enjoyed giving value to the people. Not even if it didn't come from me, just putting on the event and just giving back to everybody, man. Because this event was basically free.
Yeah.
Paid $97. I ain't never been to an event for $97. I got lunch and breakfast and drinks.
And drinks.
Hey.
And had over probably close to $1 billion worth of, worth of net. I think it was over $1 billion worth of net worth in that piece.
Oh yeah. Probably was. Let me think about it.
Sure.
If it wasn't
about still $500 million.
Yeah, easy.
And then they got Trucking Guru. She worried about $200-300 million.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, it was over $1 billion. It was over $1 billion in that room.
Yeah. And then I don't know how much Alvin got.
Yeah, Alvin sitting over a little over 100.
Yeah, man. So that was my biggest, takeaways. They have more, but we're gonna get down deep into it. So Byron, what was yours, man? So as a speaker, what was yours as a guest speaker? What was your biggest takeaways, and what do you think? Just walking in the doors. What tell us about that?
Man, so unfortunately, I arrived a little bit on CP time. I had to get me some coffee and some food real quick. But man, when I walked in, and I'm like, wow, I just seen like it was wall to wall, and then me being from Illinois, everybody got masks on in Illinois. No, I just felt free. Like, yo, the environment.
Not one person had a mask on.
Not one person had a mask on, and it was all love, you know what I'm saying? But then to see you guys on the stage, I walked right in it. It was Alvin and Vina on stage, and you guys, and the energy, bro. When I first walked, they told me to go to VIP, so I went to VIP. It was standing room. Like I couldn't even sit down. So, just seeing that energy in the room and seeing how everybody was just engaged, that immediately I was just like, yo, I was so proud of y'all, man. Like, yo, bro, like y'all really shifting the culture because for one, again, before I get into takeaway for everybody, everybody listening and watching, they had this event at a place that literally, when I say Ghost Bar, bro, was like just the ambiance was so just sexy. When you walked in, it was just like, oh, okay, this is the place to be. I like this. Okay. Now, mind you could tell this is not to say a turnover spot, but mind you, if it wasn't this, I would think I would see people dancing and in concerts. But this was an educational platform. I come in and I hear wealth building. Then I see people with mimosas. I see them eating breakfast. I'm just seeing them vibe out. I'm like, yo, this is different. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. And I'm like, yo, this is the new wave. Y'all changed the landscape of what a wealth building event should look like because people stayed from literally 8 a.m. all the way up to almost 7 p.m., right? Just getting information. And normally, y'all been to conferences. It's the same old pen and pad. We need an iPad in my desk, and we in a hotel or something like that, or a big conference room. Bro, y'all changed the vibes with that. But my biggest takeaway, man, was man, I forgot to write his name down. But my man was talking about Nation Max mortgage company, Nation Max branch program. He got him in the bank when he went with Benicia and them, and that really opened up my eyes, man. Jonathan Bean, and I'm like, yo, I mean, I've heard of something like that, but I'm just like, yo, he was talking about how you can become the bank, how you ain't got to go to these institutions. You can get points on it if you become a lender. And that really, really sparked my interest because I know so many people out there would love to get access to capital, but they like, where do I start? And that right there really shifted my mind. Like, yo, I would never get another no in my life because I'm going to go ahead and look into the Nation Max branch program.
Wow. That's amazing, man. It's funny, man, that you mentioned that because like that was one of the key people that I got on my list to do some major networking with, man. I've been conversing back and forth with Jonathan, man, about actually doing what he's doing, man, because he said that he kind of stumbled upon the space that he kind of sits in. He sits in kind of like a niche space that a lot of people don't really know about. Like you got a lot of mortgage brokers, right? But what he did was essentially he was able to cut out the middleman, right? So he cut out the middleman and went directly to the source of the capital. And now he kind of functions as a quasi bank. So it's like in his capacity, he's really no different from like Wells Fargo, Bank of America. That's servicing loans, but he doesn't have as many of the stringent requirements that the typical bank would have. And to me, that's like amazing. And so, and when I heard about what kind of numbers, what kind of numbers he doing, you know what I mean? He doing, you know what I mean? And I was disrespectful. I was disrespectful because I thought he was just doing, 6-figure months. And I've heard that dude be doing like 7-figure months, bruh.
That's amazing.
So I think if I'm not mistaken, he said he get 9 points on a loan or something like that.
Yep.
Man, that's now for the people that don't know, points is a percentage. So 9% is points is 9%. So if you got $100,000 loan, he get paid $9,000 from that loan.
Yep. So if he here's the thing. So if he cuts out $1 million loan, right? You're talking about, like you said, 9 points, 90,000.
Yo,
90,000, y'all. So come on now, like look what we talking about, and first of all, we talked about really about 3 speakers. Like let's talk about let's talk about those takeaways, right? Byron, you talking about yours, and Byron, I didn't want to cut you off if you was going to discuss more about Jonathan and your takeaways. I want you to finish that, but we definitely got to tap into, you know what I'm saying, what some of our not only our biggest takeaways, but just just keep it real, like real shit, real estate, like we normally do.
Absolutely. So Oneil, what was one of your takeaways, man, from a speaker's perspective? Which speaker did you resonate with the most?
Resonated with the most, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. What Al be talking about is kind of boring, but it's so valuable that people just look past it. So that's very powerful. People don't value life insurance. They don't talk about life insurance, but you got to realize that's how a lot of other cultures become millionaires quickly. Well, not quickly, but that's how they pass down generational wealth. Because soon as your grandpa died, let's just say he left you yourself, he left you $1 million. You're instantly a millionaire as soon as he passed away. As soon as you get that death certificate, you're instantly a millionaire.
Wow.
That's what I like about insurance. And also I like Ian. You know what I'm saying? You put $40,000, you buy an Amazon store, you make $6,000 to $9,000 a month in passive income. Come on, bro.
You're not getting that from no property.
No property, no tenants.
No property producing no $40,000 property producing $6,000.
Hands off. And if anybody interested in that, send me a little message. I can hook y'all up with Ian.
Absolutely.
So that, and also domains. You can get to buy a domain and rent it to somebody. Digital real estate. Come on, bro.
Can you break that down for the people who wasn't there to kind of get the gist of that concept? Break that down from what you understood.
Oh, I know the whole rundown. So what they do is, let's just say they pull up a business in your area. So we just go to Chicago doggy dog wash. So what they do is look up how many times people look up to go wash their dogs, and let's just say they got 1,000 hits a week. So what they do is go buy a domain, chicagodogwash.com. So they build a website, and then they start running traffic to the website, SEO, search engine optimization. That's Google ads, making people see it and making them click it. And what they do is they build a landing page so they can put their number in and maybe their email, whatever, and they capture all that data. And they do that for like a month, longer than a month. So they do that until they capture maybe 50 leads a month for like 3 consecutive months, and then they call all local dog wash companies and say, "Hey, I got this website landing page getting 50 to 100 leads a month. Would you like to rent this website for 3 years at $3,500 a month? And if you don't want it, that's totally fine. I'll just call the next dog person that's next door." So they're renting websites. The website is bringing leads every month. And they're renting these websites for a minimum of 3 years. And it goes from $850 a month to all the way up to $3,500 a month, depending on what business it is. So, bro, that's digital real estate.
Digital real estate, bro. That's crazy, bro, when you think about it. That's crazy, bro. And like, I remember just seeing them, you know what I'm saying? Like, when, Oneil was telling me, like, yo, pay attention, right? Just peep what he about to say. And I'm like, man, he was dropping game, but man, listen, y'all. Everybody who listening, I'm gonna tell y'all, one of the biggest takeaways, and I'm just blessed to even say this, for me, came from my fellow co-host, Byron. Byron talked about systems and how important systems was. The biggest thing that he said to me that stood out was, he said, man, listen, for your business to be successful, your business must be boring. And that really stood out to me. I say, woo. He talked about breaking down and just this, how to systemize your business. And it's the cool thing is, actually, as our businesses going through the EOS,
process.
I'm losing process right now, right? So we're going through the EOS. And for most people who don't know what the EOS process is, that's the Entrepreneur Operating System, right? A great book called Traction. And Byron told me about this system before, right? Talked about traction and things, but he really started breaking down about the importance of delegating, right? The importance of, of KPIs, right? Metrics. So that way your team, at the end of the day, nobody can make excuses. It's all about the numbers. And that for me, bro, that was huge for me, because we have multiple businesses. And, we've definitely, we've grown in our businesses and we've operated, we've been in more hands on our business. But as a CEO, I've had to give up a lot of responsibilities in my business and be able to trust. But those those metrics, right? Those things that it's no longer about, just, oh man, I think you can do the job. And you know what I'm saying? I think you do a good job. Yeah, you've been doing good. Oh yeah, you ain't responding to this email. That's okay. No. That way, when we go to these meetings, we can put everything up front of what you haven't done, you know what I'm saying, and really build, bro. So that breakdown, man, you did a phenomenal job. I just wanted to tell you that, man. That really stuck out to me. And look, just like it, I want to look. I got your phone number. I ain't gonna DM you, but we're gonna be rapping.
Absolutely. And you know, it's funny, man, you said that, man, because the critical thing that I think a lot of times we miss as entrepreneurs, man, especially when we're new to hiring, is that we kind of sometimes we put the person sometimes before the respect of the seat and respect of the role. And what we have to do a lot of times, man, is we have to set a standard for that role with or without a person. Matter of fact, just remove the entire individual. We set a certain standard for this particular role, and whoever fills the seat of that role, they got to respect that seat. And how you respect that seat is by meeting the standards of that seat. And it's not personal. It's not a me, against you or you against anybody. It's just meet the standards of the seat. And a lot of times, man, we get caught up in personalities. Right. We think, oh, this person get on my nerves, so I don't really want to deal with them. This person does this person does that. And it's not about that. Does this person meet the standards of this seat? If this person meet the standards of this seat, then we go to, does this person adhere to our core values? Right. Does this person adhere to our core values? Right. And then if they meet the core values and they meet the standards of that seat, then it's not much more that we need to be talking about. And that's a lot of times, man, when you're new to hiring, a lot of times you get caught up more into the personality standpoint. You get more caught up in that friendship, in that camaraderie aspect of the business. But as you grow, you start to realize that it's not about that, man. It's not about that. Do this person respect the seat? Do they respect the core values? Do they adhere to the core values? And are they meeting their metrics? And if they are, hey, man, that's all you got to do, man. It don't get no deeper than that. So, man, I appreciate you saying that.
Since we're talking about hiring employees and all that, how do you feel you pick a good employee? Like, how do you know that they're good when let's just say you got 10 applications? Like, how do you pick that one application and be like, we're going to try him or her out?
I'll be honest with you, man. That's a toss up. A lot of people use the DISC test, right? To kind of weed out some applicants, but I go deeper than that, man. Like for me, I look at the energy, right? So I'm an energy person when it comes to, is this person enthusiastic, right? Is this person or do I feel like they're gonna be aggressive and they're gonna attack the role? Because if they got hustle, bro, you could teach somebody the skills. A lot of times we hire based on we try to hire based on hustle and enthusiasm, right? Over the skill set. Because if you just hire somebody based on the skill, a lot of times what happens is they have all the skills in the world, but they can't meet the metrics. Because it's going to take hustle to meet those metrics. It's going to take that enthusiasm to hit those metrics. And if they don't have that component, a lot of times, man, they fail, because just because you have the skills don't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to meet the qualifications of that seat. You know what I mean? So I'm enthusiasm over everything. You know what I mean?
What about you, Byron? What you looking for when you have 10 applications, and which one do you pick? How you identify which one you want to pick to like come work for a Mobile Home Elite or be a part of your team?
Yeah. So I would say this. So the good thing now, what we did, we outsourced the HR, outsourced the HR company. But at first, for the biggest thing for us was, did they fit our personalities? Right. We were trying to see, do they really mesh with our core values? We run I would say more so a family-based business. And, we made some mistakes at the beginning. I feel like we were kind of being sold just like a great resume, right? Just like somebody had an amazing resume. You're like, oh, this person, oh, they do all this, right? They do. And that's how we would get on calls, because we were working with agencies at first. And so, we'll get on calls, and I can do this, and this. We like, oh yeah, that's exactly what we need. Cool. You're hired. Right. And unfortunately, sometimes, again, some people, just like a good salesman can sell you a product that doesn't even, that may not even be. We had to learn the hard way. So from there, the biggest thing is we start, when we hire, we had to say, hey, this is the service we got in the past. This is the bar. We need you guys to exceed that. So now as we even progress, now our HR, they know exactly what we're looking for. One thing Byron talked about was that DISC assessment. That was a new thing that we was going to actually implement in that to really match the personalities with Mobile Home Elite. You know what I'm saying? Even now, even on our investment side, key thing I learned is, you know what I'm saying, the key thing I look for as a leader is, like Byron said, not only just that enthusiasm and that drive, but what have you done? Can you show me what you have done? So now, you know, even in the mobile home parks, you know, Sharnice and I was blessed on those first mobile home parks that, you know, we were able to partner with some experience, but now leading that pack for us, we know how we want to change the dynamics of what a mobile home park looks like. So we went and brought in some key people that have skill sets, and even, you know, as far as entity structure, right? Even with the nonprofit side, like the cool thing my team just put me on, bro. I didn't even know about the whole agricultural piece on how we can actually plant food in our own parks and make money from selling to restaurants, bro. I'm just like, yo, so bringing some of them key people.
That's a tax write-off too, and you can get funded from the government. You can get grants from the government.
Wow.
Yes,
grants meaning you don't have to pay that shit back, people.
You don't have to pay none of that back, bro. So you know what I'm saying? So getting the key people that are smarter, that can actually, you know what I'm saying, that you know, within our SWOT analysis and finding people that can cover those weaknesses and those, you know, saying around those threats, that's really helped out, you know, our company as well.
Byron, you said something that was real key I want to touch on, man. You said you outsource your HR. Can you speak more on how that process works?
Yes, for sure. So the biggest thing for us, man, we had our business manager, we ended up outsourcing at first, and she did a phenomenal job. We was like, yo, we don't never want to lose her. How can let's bring her on full time, right? So she actually runs a virtual assistant company. So, you know, she has a lot of clients and things. And the beautiful thing about it, we can always come to her like, hey, we need this. And she would always outsource that. So we was like, yo, we need an HR. So she was like, you know what? I have somebody in my, you know, that's under my tenure that has HR experience, and she handles HR for another client. So we end up, you know, being able to talk to that client. And man, she did a phenomenal job. So whatever position we need, you know, we just go to her to make sure we outsource it to her. So that way she finds our quality clients, and then our COO will actually, you know, make the final decision. We a lot of the power for us, we have to operate as CEOs and be the visionaries for our company, while we let everybody from there, you know what I'm saying, see the vision and make those things happen.
Wow. That's amazing, man. That's amazing, man. That was a whole gem just right there, bro. Yo, that's crazy, man. So, man, with that being said, we heard a lot about this trucking guru situation now, man. We didn't heard some info about this trucking guru. What you thought about that trucking guru situation, man?
Man, I'll say this, man. To start off, her story is amazing. To say she went from, you know, in a dope game for I don't know how many years. I think it was a lot. Well, she went to jail for 5 years or 7 years, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she came out, look, you know, swinging, ready to go. And she legalized her same hustle that she was doing in the drug game and made it in a truck game. So it's amazing to see how somebody can go from hustling the streets to hustling legally. Because people got to realize, especially our culture, that if you're a hustler selling drugs, if you take the same hustle to something else that's legal, you can make the same money, if not more.
Facts.
With nobody watching over your back. No cops knocking or busting in your door at night. Not putting your kids at home. So for the people that's watching, if you know anybody that's in the drug game, man, show them this video or invite them to the next BOB. I think somebody mentioned, yes, we are having another one. We never released the location yet, but it's on the way. We'll probably talk about it at the end of this. So definitely invite them, man, because you know, selling drugs and all that, yeah, you know, some people got to do it, or they make the excuse that it need to be done. But you got to learn from the people that was before you. You can either get in jail or die, or somebody around you go die. So take those same things and legalize it.
Straight up.
Right.
Because the risk taking is the same.
Yeah. Or at least quit ahead. Like quit, you know, next week before you get caught, and take that money and flip that money and make it legal. Just, you know what I'm saying? Have goals. If you're going to sell drugs, have goals in that motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
At least get legal. Go to a legal state. If you're gonna sell drugs, do it legally. Go. If you're gonna become a pharmacist, right? Or you're gonna go ahead and go to a state that marijuana is legal, and you're gonna go ahead and invest in that. Like, do it the right way. Like Oneil said, like at the end of the day, that shit is short lived. And what I loved about the trucking guru, she talked about. She said, I went from moving weight to still moving weight.
Hey.
Right? On the truck. So you are moving weight. You just moving 42,000 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So you think about it, like, here's the thing about it. Like, okay, let's say you talk about weed. Let's say, or Coke, a brick of Coke or something like that. Okay, we talk about a very high ticket item. You know what I mean? High ticket items out there that is legally that you can sell.
Facts.
I know, what's her name? Ashley Johnson. She has the pallet flipping court. People I be seeing that buy pallets that be getting iPads and iPhones and gym shoes. Like, you can flip so many things. You don't necessarily have to go down that route.
Absolutely.
Yeah. People just gotta think bigger, man, because that's all we see is drugs and shit. But god damn, you could sell, like you said, you could sell the damn socks on your feet if you find the right customer. Like,
absolutely. And the crazy thing about that world is, it's like you don't need to make a big profit off of each one. All you got to do is just make a little piece and just have enough of them on the truck. You know what I mean?
You got to make a consistent profit. That's it.
Absolutely.
Just think about if you make $3-4 every hour, 5-6 times a day, multiple times a day, and then you start hiring people. They make $3-4 a day, 5-6 times a day. Now you multiplying your money, man.
Absolutely. I love
but
it.
Yeah,
man.
The trucking guru, she definitely inspired me. Shit, I always wanted to get in trucking, just never did it yet. But it's amazing how she started her journey, man. She started with nothing. She started with dispatching. She took her dispatching money and put it in the truck, and then she scaled the trucking business. Now I think she got a whole gang of trucking people that's around her.
Yeah, and it sounds like that dispatch space is really the space to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That shit sounds better than wholesaling, man.
Bro, listen, that's what you eat, man. Here's the thing, like, the funny thing is, bro, I dispatch. So I was before entrepreneurship, I was a dispatcher for 5 years, and you feed the drivers, like, you the plug, like, as a dispatcher. People, they're coming to you to listen. Hey, what's up, bro? Like, you determine what somebody's day or what their week gonna look like. You the one shelling out that freight. So when you talk about, even in the dispatching space of again, kind of being hands off with having a truck and making a relationship with a great dispatcher. You know what I'm saying? Who will be able to make sure your trucks is running and making sure you're getting the right loads and getting the right miles, bro. That's huge.
Wow. That's amazing, man. It's just amazing, man. Another key takeaway that I got, man, was really, man, that from that Airbnb space, man. That boy TJ went crazy.
He cold. TJ cold.
Hey, TJ went crazy. It's like, bro, when you think about just real estate and all of the creative ways that it is to maximize profit off of one unit, and that's another reason why even the properties that I have right now, man, I'm selling off a bunch of them because I really, really want to get into some spaces where I can maximize. If I'm gonna hold on to a property, I'm gonna need for that thing to be like an Airbnb situation. I'm gonna need for it to be a hot rental. I'm gonna need for those kind of things, those kind of positions to be in play because, bro, I mean, you got people making, man, anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a month off one deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. You know what I mean? So, it's
I like that Airbnb play, man. I'm in it now.
Yeah,
exactly.
That shit, like regular rentals be like, why the fuck do that shit? Well, I make $800,000. I mean, $800. I'm tripping. $800, $1,000. You can make $8,000 a month, $6,000 a month on the same property, and then your property stays up to par. It doesn't get all messed up because people stay in 2-3 days to get clean. They stay 5 days to get clean. So your property staying immaculate. You might have to do some touch-up paint because you got different guests in and out, but shit, that's the play. Yeah, the world about to change, man, because Airbnb really just getting started.
Yeah, even though the government is trying to hate on it right now. But tell me this, Oneil, how's it been going with your Airbnbs?
Shit, it's going amazing. The first one went good as long as it lasted. So talk about that. So I'm a risk taker, man. I don't give a fuck. I just do what I do. I hear shit and I do it. So First one, we knew we couldn't do Airbnb, but we did it anyway. So
To the arbitrage
One
just
out.
work, huh?
yeah. One of our guests, she came from Peru, so I was DMing her on the Airbnb. I was like, when you get in Houston, make sure you just let me know. Give me a call, so we'll give you the steps of how to get in the unit. Soon as she got in town, she took I guess an Uber or something to the apartment. She went straight to the concierge and asked, "Hey, I'm looking for Airbnb." Showed her the messages and everything. 3 weeks later, they gave us a notice to vacate.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm happy with the eviction though, but we posted
That was the
another
one with
unit
that balcony?
today.
Was that the one with the view? Oh, that was a
bitch
nice
is
one.
clean. That bitch is
That was
clean.
nice.
But guess what? We're gonna get another one. We're gonna buy that shit next time.
Facts.
Wow.
But we posted another one today. We got like 5-6 bookings already.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
So man, that Airbnb shit crazy.
Listen, President Leo brought it with the Turo too, man. I like.
Hey.
I never really saw the comparison like that. And y'all, if y'all listening right now, we talk about President Leo. We got to get President Leo on the show.
Yeah.
And when he showed
it,
we got to get both of them on the show. We definitely got to get TJ. Got to get
do
President
a full
Leo
versus.
Man, but when he did the breakdown, he said he bought that was a 2004 Lexus. 2000 something Lexus,
with 127 miles or something.
And all he did was change the lights and the rims and got it maintenance and had that boy moving. I was like, yo, that's crazy. That is crazy.
He made a lot of money off that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. So, man, tell me this, man. What action steps or what networking are you planning to do? As a result of this event, like what's some of the networking pieces you plan on like implementing?
Yeah. So the key for me, the first one, man, it was so dope. I met a guy there. I think his name was Van. I got his phone number. I got so many. That was a cool thing, man. I got so many people's information, right? Just following up with people. But it was a brother, and he came up to me. He said, "Man, I really love your presentation. I own a mobile home community as well. I got 103 units in South Carolina." I say, bro, give me a hug because I love meeting. I love meeting. This is my first. Well, I ain't gonna say it. My first unit code from North Carolina.
But I was like, I didn't know they had things like that in here.
Man, but this was my first time meeting a black mobile home park owner face to face.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't talk to some online and stuff, but face to face. And bro, I was just like so intrigued, bro. We got to talking. He put me on a program, a Clayton Home program. Whenever we buy mobile home communities, whereas we can finance the mobile homes as low as $1,000 down, and we have to get a minimum of 6 mobile homes, dog.
So that's that program I was telling you about, then, huh?
Yeah, you sure was. Yep.
Break that program down, man, for the audience, man, who don't know about that, man. Let's get it, man.
Bro, so Oneil, and correct me, and if you see any gaps, I gap. So anyway, Clayton Homes has a program. This is Warren Buffett's company. Whereas, okay, they'll finance you mobile homes, brand new mobile homes. All right, you can start as little as $1,000 down, $1,000 down to get. It has to get a minimum of 6 mobile homes. So think about it, for $1,000 down, I can go get possibly $300,000, $400,000 worth of mobile homes because they know, right? If they know that this is a hot industry, so if I go get a note, if I get somebody financing, they know they're gonna get that money back.
Wow,
so it's crazy. You putting 1,000 up to make 6,000 or more in cash flow a month. Come on, man.
Facts. Wow.
Facts.
Wow,
crazy.
That is amazing,
man.
The
mobile home industry, man.
And connecting with folk. And it's crazy because you came to an event and that one gym is probably going to make you, how much money you thinking?
About a few millions. A few millions. Because I'm going to definitely utilize that play.
Yo. And you didn't know anything about that prior to coming to this event, or did you know about it just having implemented?
I didn't know about it. I knew Clayton Homes had a program, right? I knew that they'll finance you, but I didn't. $1,000, what? He was like, man, I'm gonna connect you, man. So I gotta get. Matter of fact, I gotta reach. I'm actually reach out to him tomorrow. And then he even told me about Legacy. People don't realize Legacy is Legacy. I don't know if it's Legacy Mortgage but Legacy is a black-owned mortgage company. All right, they were started by the first black realtor. He was out of California, and he started a company, and is one of the. Well, it's not only, but it was the first black mortgage company. And they finance actual mobile homes as well, and mobile home parks on the commercial side. So he put me on that, Jim. And the beautiful thing about it, a friend of mine, he started the first Legacy branch here in Chicago. So man, it's just dope to see. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how everything is coming together.
Wow, bruh, that is crazy. And that just goes to show the power of networking. Listen. The thing about it is, one thing I've noticed about events like this, and I've been to a bunch of them, is it seems like every time I go, now, of course, you got to be intentional. Now, you can't just go and just shake a bunch of hands and you don't do nothing. Right. You're not intentional about what your mission is. But the good thing about being around these atmospheres that you can identify, number one, your tribe, right? You can identify your tribe, your type of people, because most of the people there are going to be your type of people in terms of having similar ambitions, similar drives, similar desire to better themselves, right? So that's number one. So you already know you in a safe environment in terms of that aspect. The next aspect is being intentional about who you want to spend your time communicating with, right? You want to make sure that every single communication that you have is with somebody that can move you closer to whatever goals that you got set and lined out that you're trying to meet. You know what I mean? And be real about it. If you open up conversation with a person and maybe within that first 5 or 6 minutes you find out this person ain't aligning where you need to be. Yo, hey man, it's time to pivot, man. It's, you right. Pivot, man. Hey man, I really appreciate meeting you. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me hit you right back. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna step on over here real quick because this is what it is though. And I'm just being completely transparent. If even though I'm in a safe space with people who are entrepreneurs and people who are trying to get to that next level, I'm very intentional about the time that I spend at every single networking event. And if I'm having a conversation with somebody that I don't feel like can add value to me, in the next 3 to 6 months, then I'm pivoting that conversation. I may take a phone number, I may take a business card, but I'm gonna keep it moving and try to find that person that I feel like aligns with me directly, because I know, just like what Byron found out, is that all it takes is that one idea. All it takes is that one conversation that can make you literally millions of dollars just from one networking event. And that's the reason why people spend thousands and upon thousands of dollars to go to networking events and masterminds. And that's what it's for. But I want to pivot this question to Oneil. Oneil, from a networking standpoint, right? Who was the people that you felt like you got the most out of shaking their hand, talking to them, and building with them? You want to speak on that?
Man, honestly, it was just connecting with the friends and the homies, man. Because I never knew, me and Atia talked before on Clubhouse, but we never really talked like we did at the event.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know you can live in the Ritz-Carlton. I didn't know you can buy a crib in the Ritz-Carlton.
Wow.
Damn, I didn't either.
She said that. I was like, God damn, you just inspired me a little bit. Shit. So, actually meeting with her, talking with her, like actually talking to her, discussing what she do. Like, we had similar stories. Like, her first year in real estate, she bought 1.4 million in real estate. My first year, I bought 1.3. So talking to her, asking her, discussing like the things that she do, it was amazing. Meeting Brittany was amazing. Kalani, first time meeting Alvin in person, and also Vina. So just connecting with all them and talking to them more, not just on Clubhouse, that was the biggest thing to me, because they actually got to see me. I got to see them. We got to build an actual connection, because talking on the phone and talking in person in the Clubhouse is totally different.
So tell me this, Oneil, what are some of the things that you plan on building upon as a result with them relationships?
Oh man, I know what you heard what I said on stage, right?
What's
the
that?
Trucking grid.
Oh yeah, man.
Money lender. So that is my number one goal. My number one goal out of BOB is to get private money to scale my real estate business. That is my
Absolutely.
number one goal. And also I want to start trucking too. Not this year, probably next year. I got a lot of shit going on right now.
Absolutely.
So that is
Yeah.
my number one goal, to connect with Kiara, build an actual relationship, and take this thing to the next level. Because everybody need a mentor and something that they do. So hopefully she could be mine.
Absolutely. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I definitely want to connect with Kiara and maybe even a couple other folk that I met on the private money, because I do plan on buying a bunch of real estate, and I really plan on doing a lot of quasi new construction. I don't want to do full new construction like development at all. I don't have no desire to do that. I hate dealing with the city too much. But what I plan on doing is I want to buy big chunks of land. Big chunks of properties, and I want to do new construction, and I want to kind of, develop certain, gentrifying areas, right? I want to get me maybe like a nice little block. Absolutely. I want to get me like a nice little block and, and renovate all of the houses in that particular little block, fence it off. You feel what I'm saying? And make it real nice, man. And kind of, terraform a neighborhood. That's yeah.
I don't want to cut you off. You seen that little article that just came out about Fifth Ward?
What happened?
I'm gonna put it in the camera, see if you can see it.
Tell me what it said though.
Fifth Ward project will span 60 blocks, reshape the community. Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
That's your area, huh?
That's my area, bruh. You know what I mean? So,
Come on,
man, shout out to Dion in the building, man. Hold up, man. Not Dion in the building.
Hey, what up, Dion?
Today God in the building, man. That's what's up.
Hey, man. First of all, listen, Dion interview, man. Listen, we gotta call him Dallas, man. Dallas energy, man, was something like no other, man. It was dope meeting him and his queen. And literally, you talking about, bro, y'all. I remember when y'all asking the MC on the call. That was like almost a few days before. He MC'd it like he knew, like he had his prep for almost 5 weeks, man.
He
came in there with so much high energy, man. He did his thing, bro.
Absolutely.
Man, I love that energy.
Man, shout out to Dallas, man. You did your thing, bro. I guarantee the event would not be what it was without you, bro.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact.
You did your thing, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. So, with that being said, man, I think ultimately, man, it's a thing about building relationships. You know what I mean? And the importance.
Let's talk about how important those relationships are, Byron. Talk about how important they are.
Ooh. Which Byron? Which Byron?
You talking already?
Oh. Listen, I think building those relationships, right? Extracting gems from those relationships and learning from different people is everything, man. It's funny, man, back in the day, and I talk to my girl about this all the time, because she's very isolated. Like, she's an isolated person. She don't like fooling with nobody. She don't want nobody fooling with her. She want to sit in her own little world and kind of operate in that space, right? And I used to kind of be somewhat like that too, man. I'm kind of like I'm a loud introvert. You feel me? Like, at my core, I'm an introvert. I'm very comfortable not talking to folk, man. I can literally just be nerding out on my own on a computer for hours and I'd be comfortable in that space. But what I've learned, man, and it's funny because even when I'm in working environments with other people, man, is I've learned so many skills on how to leverage other people, how to use other people in great ways to help expand my levels of productivity. And once you learn that skill, it's almost like you can't unlearn it. And you seek opportunities to collaborate with other people. You seek opportunities to leverage your ability and you leverage your productivity by utilizing the skill sets of other people. And it's funny because, like, when I talk to her about it, she's kind of still in that, I just want to do everything myself. I want to stick in my own world because I don't want to deal with the dramas that go along with people. But even learning how to navigate the dramas of different people is a skill set. And I'm learning that skill set every single day, man. And I've gotten just good at it, man. And I'm just proud that I was able to learn that skill, man. And I feel like it's going to take me a lot of far places, man. So that's what it was for me, man.
That's dope, bro. I appreciate you even sharing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just being vulnerable and just to share that, about your change, bro. And that shows you that power, bro. That's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Absolutely. Oneil, what's
man.
your takeaway, man? From a network, networking and dealing with people situation, man.
It's cliche. They say your network is your network. Your
Fact.
net worth is your network. And I truly believe that, because I'll be honest, I wouldn't be, where I am now without a job. Well, I ain't gonna say without a job. Quitting my job at 27, a few days after my 27th birthday. I wouldn't be here without, guys like y'all, our other friends that we have, because somebody knows what you don't know. Like Byron just met somebody randomly at a meetup that put him onto something. Like, I'm sure he didn't think he was gonna meet somebody that put him on something over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Nice.
just knowing people, talking to them, building relationships, exchanging value, you can't beat that. And you never will get that value if you don't open your mouth, tell people what you do, build those relationships, and be intentional. Like everybody has their special thing that they're good at, and if they can share that with you, that only makes you a little bit better. So that's why I love networking, because you can always build, and everybody has some value to add to another person. You just gotta build that relationship, and y'all gotta connect on that level.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Byron, it's on you, man.
Man, so honestly, man, mine a little different, because I want to shout out Devora. And the reason I say I want to shout out Devora, because when I think of networking events, some people just like going to networking events just to be in the building and then just to say, yo, I'm here. But one thing I noticed about the queen was she was networking, man. She was having conversations. She was asking the right questions. You know what I'm saying? And not even shy. She introduced herself like, hey, I'm Devora. And it was just like, yo. And I noticed that. And to me, that is what, if anybody, listen, this summer, it's going to be the world is opening up. There's going to be a lot of networking events. And one thing I'm going to tell you, you just don't want to, listen, when it comes to wealth building, you just don't want to be in the building just to showcase that I'm in the building. Because to me, you're wasting your money, right? Hopefully you get some good, valuable information, but let people know who you are, right? Again, that's why I keep shouting her out, because I'm going to always remember her. If I see the boy on the street, I'm going to stop. What's up, queen? You know what I'm saying? She can ask me any questions. And those are the relationships. Those are the people that helps make it personable, right? If somebody came up, if you go to a network and you just go to Oneil like, hey, what's up, Oneil? I like your presentation. So let me ask you this question. Yeah, he gonna probably answer your question, but after that, it's just you, that guy who asking questions, or that lady who asking questions. But if you make it more personable, hey, listen, and again, she follows us, you know what I'm saying? She on the episodes and things like that. So that gives us the ability. So I'm going to encourage you, anybody that you follow, that you influenced by, and make sure you continue to support. Make sure you go to the places that they at. Make sure you network with them. If you got to buy the VIP or whatever that look like, make sure you doing that, and let that person know that, hey, I'm here, and trust me, they're going to make it more personal. And before you know it, you're going to probably be in that circle.
Absolutely. Because one thing about that is it shows people that you're serious about what you're serious about. And consistency is always rewarded. It's always rewarded. Even if it don't seem like it. Consistency is rewarded. A good spirit is always rewarded over time. It's just a matter of staying consistent, staying on whatever you're trying to get done, because over time, because a lot of people don't believe you the first time. Sometimes they don't believe you the second time. Sometimes not even the third time. But that eighth, that ninth, it's like, yo, wait a minute, man. We need to pay attention here, man. This is something. This is something. So, man, hey, man, I appreciate you fellas, man. I appreciate you fellas. It's all love coming from my end, man. You know.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Business over breakfast, man.
Absolutely.
I said, thank y'all for having me, man, for business over breakfast.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And look, man, for the people in the audience, we are having another one. Everybody's asking, everybody's trying to figure out. Hold on, son. We have another one coming. Now, right now, we're looking at what November?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be in November in the Miami situation.
Yeah, yo.
Ooh. I even heard something about a yacht situation. I don't know though.
Little yacht party.
Yo,
25 people, 25 exclusive people, and all the speakers.
Ooh.
Man, let me know. Y'all just let me know, man. Y'all listen. Y'all
yeah,
let me
you
know.
already
Y'all
on
need
Hey,
more-
it's gonna be
y'all need more mobile
summertime.
home talk. I could do mobile home park talk.
Hey, it's gonna be summertime in the winter.
Yeah, we can
Hey,
do that. Hey, I was thinking another thing, man. We could probably do a live podcast over there, man.
that part.
On stage.
That
Let's
part.
do it.
I was
Hey,
thinking
man.
about doing, bringing it up at the other one, but we was way off time. Bro.
Yes, indeed. Man, with that being
So,
said, man, I really, really appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. That is the way you show your digital currency. That's your offering. Your only offering is hitting that like button and sharing this with about 2 or 3 people. That's it.
And it's free.
And it's free. Absolutely. And we're going to be here next week to give you some more game. Every time we learn something new that benefits us, we're going to share that with you. And all we ask is that you hit that like button and share that with a couple other folk. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean?
We hope y'all found a lot of value. We try to have value every week.
Absolutely.
That's all you got to do. Hit the like button, hit the share button, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Absolutely. Peace.